Hey, what's up guys? It's Checkmate Flips, and today we're going to talk and have more of a candid conversation about what it's actually like to scale on Amazon. In May, I did around 110K in sales on Amazon, and while that's amazing and I'm so happy that I did that, there's also some pretty big downsides that I've had to deal with and push through and grow in. So stick around to the end because I'm going to leave you with a extremely important lesson that you're not going to want to miss. So to give a little context as to where my sales have grown from, in November of 2021, I sold 17K, which is still great. I was making enough to live off of, but going from 17K to 110K in the span of 7 months leaves you with some challenges for sure. People think that because I made $8,000 in January, for example, hypothetical numbers, that I pocketed $8,000 back into my personal. And that's simply just not the case while scaling. Instead, up until June, I've actually only been paying myself around $2,000 a month on average. And instead, I've been reinvesting those profits back into the business. And I've also been using business debt and business credit and business loans in order to buy more inventory that will sell for me well. Like for example, at the highest point, I was at around $130,000 of business debt, plus the profits that I had been making over the last several months because I'd been reinvesting. So here enters some of the anxiety, because if I were to get permanently suspended for any reason during that point while scaling and while having that debt, I would have not pocketed the profit that I had made throughout the year, because most of the time when you get suspended on Amazon, they end up holding your inventory, and so you don't get to pay yourself or sell through that inventory on another platform, as far as I know. And so every once in a while, Amazon seems to give some kind of a warning to show that they're the ones in charge and that they actually have control over your store and that it's actually their platform. So then because of that, imagine the anxiety if I were to ever have my account have an IP claim or have my account go into the yellow, having all that debt and having all those profits in the Amazon store. And then mixed with this anxiety is the fact that having money invested and making those profits is absolutely amazing. Like, this is the best money-making method that I've ever found. Being able to make between 8 and 18K in profit a month, depending on the margin of the month, is absolutely amazing. So it's always a balance of risk versus reward, and it's very hard to find that balance there. So learning how to be wise with money and also trying to learn how to not worry about money has been a journey, to say the least, especially when the stakes feel extremely high for me. Because I definitely have to keep balancing the fact that this is an amazing way to make money and I've never made this good money in my life, but I also have to realize that my money is at some small way at risk when it's in my Amazon. So just learning how to balance that and what to do with that has always been a struggle, and that's just something that's going to continue to be something to think about at all times. So this is an extremely important lesson. Only invest what you're actually willing to lose. Don't let FOMO, like in the crypto world, make it so that you always invest your profits and you never pay yourself, because that's ridiculous. The point is to actually make profit. So you have to balance actually risking something and you have to balance actually being wise about it. Amazon is relatively safe. Like, the chances of something actually happening is super small, but you always want to make sure that you are only investing what you're willing to lose. But you also need to balance this with actually risking something, because you're not going to make a full-time income if you're just investing $500 a month. Like, that's just not going to happen. So if this video helped you think critically about your Amazon store and will help you not make some very critical mistakes in the future by risking way too much into your Amazon store that you're not willing to lose, then feel free to help out my business by subscribing. I have a lot of videos about how I like to source and a lot of other videos as well, so feel free to check those out. Hope you guys have a great day. Take care.